So this is the Flat Earth, Sun, Moon, and Zodiac clock app. I'm going to put a little fast forward on it, and you see the hour hand is pinned to the sun is pinned to the hour hand, and it goes around once every 24 hours. Wherever the sun is, it's noon. Like right now, it's noon in Eastern Australia, and it's moving around. And the moon, which you can barely see, the moon is right next to the sun because we're going into a new moon, so you really won't see the sun. If I speed it up, you'll see after a couple laps, the moon will appear on the other side, and then the phases will change. The moon marks the months. The sun marks the hours of the day, and the sun will lap the moon every 28 and a half days or whatever it is. And that's how the sky works. It's a perfect clock. So I'm going to slow it down again. So now you see the sun emerging. I mean, the moon emerging. I'm going to slow it down. It's going to reset. And if I turn on the stars mark the season. So the stars are going slightly faster than the sun, and they lap the sun once every 365 and a quarter days. So that's why the sun will be in each one of those constellations for about a month. We're going into Pisces, I think, is next or whatever. So it'll outrun.
So basically, ancient astronomers and and philosophers actually had it right.
Absolutely. Now you see the two yellow lines. The outer yellow line is the Tropic of Capricorn. I'm going to jump the sun out. So now we're in December, and it's over the Tropic of Capricorn. And then 6 months later, I'm going to jump it back 6 months. It's over the Tropic of Cancer. And so what's over the Tropic of Cancer, that's the inner northern lands, and it's our summer because the sun is closer to us. Okay? And when it's out in the Tropic of Capricorn, it's farther away from the north, right? The north is in the center, and it's the southern summer. If I turn on a compass, so we're going to answer two questions here. One is, why don't you fall off the edge and you've gone around the world? East and west are circles on a globe or on a flat earth, okay? If north is at the North Pole, if you want to go west 270 degrees, you have to make a circle equidistant from wherever you are around the pole, around the North Pole. That's the same on a globe. It doesn't prove the globe. It doesn't prove flat earth. You can go east and west. I've done it myself. I've gone from California. I flew around to Japan. You can go over, then you can come back the other way, China, over Africa, and bam, you're back home. And you think you flew in a straight line, but you flew in a circle, okay? And that is the truth on a ball earth and a flat earth.
But my question here is on this flat Earth. It's still circular in nature, right? So on this globe, I'm not going to call it a globe. On this flat Earth representation here, we're saying north is the North Pole, right?
Yep.
That's north, no matter what.
No matter what. So think of it as I'm gonna show you the whole thing, and we're gonna talk about Antarctica too. The north is a magnetic north. We're not allowed to go there, but some people believe there's a magnetic mountain there. That would explain why compasses point to the north on a flat earth. You can use your ball earth explanation too. That's fine. I'm okay with that. And so clarify. So hold on. Let me finish.
No, I want you to clarify a statement real quick. You said that we're not allowed to go there. Why?
Because we'll figure out that the Earth is misdescribed. It's
so what stops us?
I'll go there too. You're asking great questions.
No. You made a statement. I just want to make sure we clarify why we can't get there.
So, we all saw. So I'll jump forward. We all saw in elementary school or junior high or high school, whatever, the National Geographic documentary of the guys that went to the North Pole with their dogs and their sled. You remember that?
Sure.
We all saw that, and it got colder and colder and windier and darker, and they were running out of food, and the dogs were freezing to death. I think they had to eat one of the dogs or something. It was just crazy. And then they got there, and it's like 40 below zero, blowing wind, dark, and they're like, hey, we're here. And now we got to work our way all the way back. And that's kind of where it ended. Basically, what that did is it trained everybody to say, I never want to go there. Nobody wakes up and says, hey, let's go to the North Pole. It's horrible. It's horrible there. So what's at the North Pole? I don't know. Planes aren't allowed to fly over it. That's interesting. But what's more interesting is Antarctica. We'll get there in a second. Let me finish the. So millions of people have circumnavigated east, or west or east, going around the Earth. You can even go from America. You can go north, pass over Alaska, and then while going without turning, all of a sudden you're going south. Okay, because you've passed the North Pole. South is every direction away from the magnetic center. So wherever you are, your compass is going to point to the center. And if you put your back to the center and walk, you're going south. South is this way. South is that way. South is every direction away from the center. And this is how compasses work. Compasses don't work on a globe Earth. Compasses don't work in Antarctica, by the way. So we'll get there. What has never happened is nobody has ever gone south and come back. Nobody's ever gone down. I'll turn off the compass here. Whoops. Nobody's ever gone down and come up like off of Santiago, gone over Antarctica, and then popped up over in Australia. No one's ever done it. So this white ring here is the shoreline of Antarctica. Antarctica is the highest land on Earth. They don't teach you that in school. Okay, so we live in the Antarctic basin. So all the world's oceans are really one ocean. It's one big pond. And Antarctica is the raised shoreline around the world ocean. Then inside the world ocean, you have all of these islands, and they're the continents. Okay, North Pole's in the center. You can go round and round and round, round and round and round, east or west. But if you keep going in a straight line in any direction, you're going to be going south. You're going to hit the shoreline of Antarctica, which some people call the ice wall, not the Game of Thrones. But when you get to Antarctica, there's a 200-high-foot cliff, about that, and then an ice plain that goes for hundreds of miles. And then there's a mountain range taller than Mount Everest. Okay.
So the actual tallest mountain in the world is not Mount Everest. It's in Antarctica.
It's the Antarctic mountains that surround the entire world.